Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. It is a very busy day for Call of Duty news. We got multiple things revealed today. We got multiple things going on today. We've got a brand new trailer for Warzone 2. We've got some new leaks and rumors and also some sneaky confirmations for some future content in MW2 and presumably Warzone 2 and DMZ. We also have some big updates going live today, even though what they're live for isn't happening till later on this week. Let's start first though with this new Warzone 2 trailer. Unfortunately, I can watch it with you guys, break it down, but we can't listen to the audio because there is some copyrighted music on it. Good trailer, would highly recommend going and watching it over on the COD YouTube channel, but unfortunately, yeah, the music will get me a copyright strike and we're not trying to do that. But this is the official Warzone 2 launch trailer. For the most part, nothing here is too surprising. It's just very cinematic gameplay of what we've already seen between the past couple of weeks with various streamers. Obviously, underwater gameplay is going to be a big feature this year with how much water is on the map with all the different rivers and bodies of water all across the board. But we do get some interesting, little teases of gameplay. Like, for instance, what's about to show, are we gonna be able to customize vehicles with little dashboard charms and stuff? Would be interesting to see. You got the Hummer EV there as well. Everything is so cinematic in this. I don't think I've ever seen anyone drive a car into a chopper though. Self-revive obviously going to be here. I'm hoping that the survivor perk is not nearly as dominant as it is in multiplayer, where it's super annoying to run into, but we'll have to wait and see. We know self-revive is obviously a thing as well. All new DMZ mode as well. We know about this now a lot more thanks to everything that was revealed this weekend. Juggernauts being in DMZ is going to be a thing as well. Here is what was really interesting. I don't know if you guys caught on to that so much there. Rewind it a bit here. All sorts of crazy storm elements going on in gameplay right here. Very interesting if that's going to be a feature in just DMZ, since this is this part of the trailer, or if this will be something available in Battle Royale 2 as a world event. But clearly some sort of like lightning storm going on across Al Mazrah City right here, which is very interesting to say the least. This looks like it's almost some sort of LTM with how much bots and AI are dropping in there with the DMZ. But yeah. Cinematic trailer, nothing too crazy in terms of new stuff, but you do get a good look at a lot of what's available here, and obviously the Al Mazrah map as well. Now today, you can actually start preloading Warzone 2. That's now available as you guys are starting to see this video go live, but alongside that, we also have the update 1.09, I think is the title update number for Season 1, and we'll talk more on that here in just a minute. But yeah, trailer here, fancy, flashy, fun, but overall you don't really learn too much from this, but nonetheless something cool. But obviously wanted to start the video with this since it is a brand new reveal. Let's talk more on the preload and update information today, because I'm sure there's a lot of questions about this. So you may recall last week during our official Season 1 reveal, there is this section of the blog post which reads, Season 1 of MW2 and Warzone 2 goes live on November 16th, this Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. That's when Warzone 2 and DMZ will be live. That's when we'll get our Season 1 Battle Pass and all of the Season 1 content. Now, they also say Modern Warfare 2 is going to receive its Season 1 update today, November 14th at 10 a.m. Pacific. We'll talk more on that here in just a moment. All platforms can preload Warzone 2 starting today, November 14th at 10 a.m. Pacific. Now that said, today Call of Duty tweeted out a few very important updates. So yes, currently all platforms can now begin preloading Warzone 2, whether you are on Xbox, PlayStation, or Steam. On Battle.net, you can just select your modify install and you can choose to select Warzone 2 there. And once the update goes out, it'll automatically preload everything there. Now keep in mind, this is just the preload. This download is not going to give you access to Warzone 2 until Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. However, the important updates are with Call of Duty's follow-up tweets here, where they say, once you preload, sit tight, access to Warzone 2 will appear in-game on November 16th. Exactly what I just said. Prior to launch, you may be prompted to purchase Modern Warfare 2, which is not necessary to experience Warzone 2. So you might get that pop-up, hey, you need to buy Modern Warfare 2. You do not need Modern Warfare 2 to play Warzone 2 or to play DMZ. Both of those are free-to-play experiences, but because they do share technically the same application, even though they're optional downloads for each, that's why you might see that prompt. You don't need to do that though. And then the most important tweet here, Season 1 will also be launching November 16th at 10 a.m. Pacific. Download of the content update is temporarily delayed and will be available soon. So as we saw in that blog post today, we were supposed to get the download, the 1.09 title update for season 1. We didn't know if we were going to get patch notes for that today, maybe tomorrow, maybe on Wednesday once everything is live, but that download is currently temporarily delayed. That said, it is going to happen before Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific. That way you can technically pre-download the update, and right at 10 a.m. Pacific on Wednesday, you can jump in and experience season 1. You don't have to worry about downloading this major update and waiting for that to copy over and all that stuff before you're actually able to play right as that patch goes live. So the 1.09 title update, the season 1 content update, is going to be downloadable either later today or presumably tomorrow with this temporary delay that they list here. And that is not going to be the full content update. You're not going to be able to play all of season 1 here. You're going to have to wait until Wednesday. It is time-gated content. That said, we might see some of the changes live a little bit early for season 1, and we also may get the patch notes a little bit early. That's entirely dependent on Infinity Ward posting that. Hopefully that's the case and we can get those patch notes ASAP and see what exactly ends up changing there, but we're gonna have to wait for that. Obviously, once that information is out, I'm gonna have you guys covered ASAP. The moment that we get those patch notes, we'll be talking about it here on the channel alongside everything else going on in COD. This is going to be a huge week for content between Warzone 2, DMZ, and obviously season 1. So if you guys want to join us on the road to 900,000 subs, around 57% of viewers watching are not already subscribed, and every day this is the place to be to stay up to date. So feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications. Also, if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know by dropping a like on it as well. It would be seriously appreciated. But just some pretty vital information here to start things off when it comes to the season 1 download, aka the 1.09 title update, and then what the preloading is like as well. So you can download things today, but nothing is going to be playable until Wednesday. Now, in addition to what was all revealed in the blogs today, we also have some other details to go over for some other potential season 1 content and some long-term content for what is presumably both Warzone 2 and DMZ as well. So over the weekend, there were some new leaks that surfaced from various different data miners and, inside sources, that being Ralph's Valve, and then also BK Tour. If you guys remember him way back from like the MW 2019 days, it seems like in-game there were some new files referencing customizable kill cams, but in a way that is way more like upgraded and crazy than what we saw back in Vanguard, where you could put like your own custom banner on your kill cam, if you remember that, where you could have like different stuff at the top. This time around, it seems like you can customize basically every single element of your kill cam. We're talking the banner at the top. You can throw in text from the game. You could throw in different images from in-game or different GIFs from in-game, all sorts of just ridiculous stuff into your kill cam to make it super unique and super custom. That said, it seems like the kill cams in this game don't work half the time between the final kill and the play of the game and all that. So hopefully that would get sorted beforehand, but it does seem like there are going to be customizable kill cams in a very in-depth way coming at some point here in the future, potentially in season 1. I imagine they could definitely sell some of those customizable features in the store, because that seems to be like a major priority, is whatever new content there is, it's available in a bundle regardless, right? But you never know when that could happen. If it does end up coming to fruition, obviously we're gonna be covering it whenever that update does take place. The other bit of information that we got over the weekend is something that perhaps a lot of players might have missed in the initial DMZ breakdown blog that we talked about over the weekend. I think it was back on Saturday, actually. Infinity Ward put out a brand new blog post detailing a bunch of different DMZ info, and in said blog, there is one specific line that confirms that DMZ is going to have multiple new maps in the future. Now, we've already talked about how it's likely that Warzone 2 is going to receive some resurgence maps here in the future, anywhere from 6 to 12 months out. We're gonna get multiple new big maps over the course of time. It seems like DMZ is going to evolve in that same sort of way, and this was actually confirmed because one line in the blog post reads, while DMZ begins in Al Mazrah, no one quite knows where it may lead. So this is very clearly saying, yes, DMZ is starting in Al Mazrah alongside Warzone 2, but we don't know exactly where it's going to go in the future because we don't know what those future maps are. Right now, if we knew that we were going to go play in, the post-nuke sort of war-torn Verdansk, they might say, well, DMZ begins in Al Mazrah, perhaps one day it could even lead to Verdansk or something like that, but essentially this one line from the blog post is confirming new maps are going to be coming to DMZ, and we will not just be playing on Al Mazrah for as long as DMZ is around, which is fantastic news. Obviously something that Warzone 1 in my opinion, sort of suffered from was the lack of map availability. Yes, we had multiple iterations of Verdansk. Yes, we had Caldera. Yes, we had different Resurgence maps, but we didn't get to pick and choose which maps we wanted to play on, and we didn't see new maps all that often. In the almost 3 years that Warzone 1 was out, we technically had Verdansk, Verdansk 84, which really I'd count as almost the same map, Caldera, Fortune's Keep, and Rebirth Island. So really technically 4 maps there in almost 3 years, so wasn't a ton of diversity there. But that does seem to be changing for Warzone 2 and for DMZ. As we get any official info on new maps, obviously I'm going to have you guys covered, so stick it here for that and everything else going on in COD, all the new update details whenever those surface over the next few days. With everything going on with Season 1, I'm sure we're going to have plenty of different patch notes and all sorts of other stuff to go over, alongside, you know, the latest class setups, tips, everything to help you improve with the game as well. All that can be found here on the channel every single day. So feel free to subscribe, join us on the road to 900,000 subs. And if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know by dropping a like on it as well. But all that being said, that'll wrap things up for this one. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.